Welcome to Let's Grow Texas Ag, showcasing unique farm and ranch stories of the South Texas coastal plains. First-hand knowledge with special guests presented by our very own and well-known host, Joe Adams. Pull up a chair and enjoy as we share some of the heritage and insightful stories that have made us proud Texans. Let's Grow Texas Ag, sponsored by Scherer Kubota, Trust Texas Bank, and Weber Motor Company.
Hi folks, and welcome to this edition of Let's Grow Texas Ag. Hey, we got a special show for you tonight. Because it ain't too far out of town, just around the nursery out here on Levi Sloan Road, we're going to be visiting with a good friend of ours, Mr. Ward Wyatt. He's got a heck of a story. He's got a heck of a lot of stuff going on over here, and he kind of practices what he preaches. Hello, Mr. Ward.
Hey, Joe.
How are you, man?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Well, how could it get any better? We're in the first week of June. We're standing out here in this drizzling rain. We got green grass.
Absolutely.
And we got mosquitoes that could absolutely, they can do whatever they want to do. But hey, I'm for it.
Absolutely.
Cows are happy.
God's rain. Grass grows greener.
That's it. And like Uncle C.A. said, if you're going to pray for rain, don't fuss about the mud.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about Ward Wyatt, what he's got going on out here at nursery.
Absolutely. So, Joe, I've got 3 gardens that started really in fall of 2023. And before fall 2023, I never had a garden in my life.
Never was around it?
Never was around it. I worked for my grandfather, my papaw, and my father. So I just worked cattle my whole life.
Yeah.
And the 2 of the gardens used to just store hay. And my father passed in 2022. And that's when I started to think, I really want to start to garden. My health took a hit. I gave up alcohol in October 2021, and I understood that if I ate anti-inflammatory foods, that my health would benefit and recover. And so I did my research. I studied authors like Michael Pollan, and realized I could start a garden. So what I did in fall 2023 was, and really before that, I got connected with the Victoria Farmers Market. I met the homesteaders there and the growers. I volunteered for free for about 6 months to a year. And fall 2023, I said, let's start the first garden. And so that's what I did. And since then, I have 3 gardens. I'm in my 12th season in a row, growing pesticide-free food. I've lost 85 pounds, and I'm no longer on any medications.
But I mean, that's a pretty good testimonial right there.
Absolutely.
To what fresh vegetables do for you.
Absolutely.
Hey, but I will ask you this though. There's nothing like your shadow and a little sweat equity in a garden, is it?
It feels so good. There's nothing more rewarding. It gives me purpose every day.
Yeah, get out there, and there's something to be said about going out there and planting something and watching it grow and producing something that's good for you and that you can consume that will sustain your life. It's just, it's very...
Absolutely, and I just hope that there can be, and that's why I hold the attendance record at the Victoria Farmers Market at 136 weeks in a row, because every time there's kids coming up on the weekend with their families, I try to let them know. I keep seed packets on me all the time. If someone can just watch something grow, they'll want to see more grow.
I want to tell you, we did a deal here a while back over there on Mr. and Miss Hanslick Farm. An amazing place.
Absolutely.
Amazing place for what they do out there. And it's just like, so I'm anxious to get in there and take a look at this, because this is something that you don't have to have a big place. You can do it in Crystalix tubs.
That's right.
You can do whatever you want.
Container gardening.
Yeah, container garden. But get out there and have a little fun. Have you got time to show us your garden?
Let's go.
Let's go, man. Let's go check it out. Is there anything ready to be picked? I'm a good picker.
Absolutely. I will be able to pick whatever you want. We got tomatoes, squash, cucumbers. We've probably got serrano peppers, eggplant. Yeah. I actually can grab a basket over here. I even harvested.
And you got you one of them Kubota tractors.
Here you go, if you want to hold on to that.
Now I feel official. Nothing like getting a basket and going to the garden.
I tell you, this is something, again, I've been doing for the past few years, and every time I come out here, I'm grateful that I can work outside. There's studies done that prove by just being in nature, being outside with your hands in the dirt will improve your health.
I believe that. I do believe that.
And also, just to let folks know that I believe in chaos gardening a little bit. This is one Roma tomato plant.
Yeah.
And it's just bushed out, but it'll still grow. This is my sweet potato patch. I got some okra there. I've got column basil. My crookneck yellow squash right here is just now ready.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Bingo. We're in business.
I've got poblano peppers here. This is actually the first year I've grown poblano peppers, as well as giant marconis, which is an Italian sweet pepper, and it eats just like a bell pepper, full of antioxidants. I got some ready here, as a matter of fact.
Oh boy.
You know what? We can let that one grow. I've got one that's ready right here. Let's see. There you go.
I tell you what, I'm a pepper nut.
Well, we'll get you fixed up.
Any kind of pepper.
We
eggplant.
Also, we can speak about really the foes in the garden, the voles, the moles. If you've ever heard of voles, they use the moles' holes and they eat the roots. So you can see that this got right here, and that row right there actually was taken out. I had a bunch of patty pan squash and the voles got them all, but I don't get discouraged when I lose plants. It means I can plant something new. So if you look in there, I have little okra plants coming up. If I lose a plant, it means I get to plant something new. And that's what gets me excited every time I'm in the garden.
Well, I imagine them voles are glad you get excited. I imagine they'll fulfill your excitement for days to come.
That is the case. I've got some good, these are Asian Delight eggplant. Really nice when they're young and tender.
See, it's colorful too, look at that. Purple, green, and yellow.
That's right. Armadillos, I find, are the absolute biggest enemy a garden can have. And so I have these armadillo traps, and they've proven pretty well. They are scented with armadillo urine on the bottom, and armadillos have terrible eyesight, so they go by scent. So that catches them every time. We got more peppers here. Really good for stuffing.
Man, I think I'm gonna try some of that out.
Absolutely.
But everything's pretty and green.
It absolutely is, and you know, this is the time where we start planting watermelon, cantaloupe. I start doing purple hulled peas, black-eyed peas. So I'll start filling in empty spaces, and that's kind of what's next on planting for the summer. And so this is what I call the long garden in here. And that sums up this garden.
Yeah, I'll tell you what,
that's called column basil.
That's a pretty little plant.
It's you know, I gotta say, it is a pretty plant. I do not harvest it a lot for market because I kind of like it just growing. I have large leaf basil in the other garden, but it's good as any basil.
Got a good smell to it too.
It's real good.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
I grow mushrooms about 4 to 5 times a year, and I've always said I've been ambitious and wanted to bring fresh mushrooms to market, but it's just a lot of work. And I've found that having 3 gardens, what I do is when I grow the mushrooms, I take them straight to the dehydration process and put them into capsules for their health benefits. And so anyway, you learn as you go there. So this actually is the site of the first mushroom compost dump truck load. And when it was done, I said, well, I'm gonna plant here. And so I've created 3 rows here. This is actually, what's interesting about this, most cucumbers grow on a trellis. This is called a pickle bush variety right here. Mm-hmm. It's growing as a bush, and I'm a one-man show, so I do all of this myself. I have volunteers on occasion, but anything that I don't have to trellis or climb, I look for a bush plant. So that's why I grow bush beans right next to it. You can start to see the bush beans that are going to be ready soon.
Yeah.
And then right here, we've got arugula. And I find that arugula is the #1 green, salad green, to grow in the summer. It holds up to the heat, And also you can saute it and eat it fresh in salad. And it's peppery, so that's coming up. That's coming up for the summer. And that'll last till through August, and I'll just continue planting throughout.
Now you got my attention. Serrano.
We've got real good serranos here. In fact, we got so many serranos, they've weighed the plant down. But you know, I found that the idea in planting these or in harvesting serranos is once they get to 3 to 4 inches, you leave them on the plant for about 2 weeks, and then they're at the right maturity. So
yeah,
we will make sure that you go home with some good serranos. Oh, you eat them right off the plant.
I love them.
Well, you can eat as many as you want. I have to say that I don't eat peppers as much. I like mild.
Pepper's good for you.
They are. These are more of my bush beans here, which you can start to see they're coming online. I've got okra over here. I had planted 400 1015 and red onions this year, and that's where all this was. And so I just got done harvesting them last month. So I'm growing this okra, and again, being pesticide free, you can see the bugs, how much they eat there. But I tell you, you leave it alone, they'll keep coming. They'll keep growing. It'll just take a little bit longer.
And you got there the way you wanted to get there.
That's exactly right. You find just season to season, being my 12th season in a row doing this, is that, you know, there's symbiotic relationships with some of these plants. And I've really learned what to plant close to each other and what lasts, what doesn't. And that's just valuable information as I want to continue doing this every season. So what we're going now is, this is the main garden. I call it the main garden because it was the first garden I established here. This used to be where my father used to keep hay. And I had some great help from the farmer's market to establish this garden with me. And I gotta say, it's one of my most productive gardens.
But it looks productive.
It is. I've got, that is one long zucchini row and Mexican gray squash row, or calabacita.
Beautiful plants.
They are, and you know, people have a lot of issues with squash vine borers. I don't find that to be the case. I think if you plant exactly 18 inches apart, these plants will be resilient and take care of themselves and fight off disease. I have pill bug problems, but it doesn't hurt the plants. They continue to grow. And that's the other thing that I like to emphasize to people that wanting to start a garden, is if you see plant leaves getting yellow, that means something. Or if you see bugs eating at them, but do not worry or be discouraged. The plant is resilient. All plants are resilient. So don't lose faith if something starts happening to the plant. And you can see that throughout here. We've had so much rain that we've started to have a little powdery mildew. And so I spend about every morning cutting through leaves and just establishing airflow through the plants. You can see right here, this is a, whoop. Do you see how it fell? They know when I'm after it. That was a squash bug.
That looks like a ladybug.
It's in the lady beetle family.
Ah.
And these are also rows here where I had a bunch of onions. This is actually the first year that I'm growing pole beans. So I had never, these are Kentucky Wonder pole beans growing here. What I initially planted on these two were cucumber plants. We had that late freeze and it froze everything. And so in its place, I just planted pole beans for the first time, and they seem to be doing real well. I'm just waiting for them to make. I do have one martini cucumber plant through here that is growing through the pole beans. And in that case, you just kind of let them grow.
Did you know? When pests bite a plant, it releases a chemical distress scent that recruits specific predator insects to eliminate the bugs.
We may be able to find a cucumber in here.
So when are you going to be at the farmer's market next?
I will be at the farmer's market on Saturday, and I'm always there on Wednesday and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. We just started today summer hours, so we close at noon, but we always open at 9 a.m. and I generally have customers there about 8:45 waiting in line.
So you take whatever produce you pick and go up there and sell it?
That's exactly right. And in addition to that, I sell produce for Wagner's Delight. They can't make it to the market on Wednesdays, so I sell their sourdough jams, pickles on Wednesday, and I sell their produce as well, along with mine. And then they're next to me on Saturdays, and they sell their breads, jams, pickles that day, and I continue selling their produce. And we've really established a nice pesticide-free collaboration, and it's been a nice partnership.
You know, when the farmers market deal kicked off in Texas, it got to be a really big push. I think it was about 84, 85, somewhere in there. And the only reason I can remember this, I was on the chamber over there in Cuero.
Okay.
And we opened up the first farmers market over there. And it was been a huge hit.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, no, it's just really an interesting deal because so many farmers and even people that have just backyard gardens.
Absolutely.
Get out there, but it's a social event. You get out there and plus you get great vegetables.
You do. You do. In fact, we are always encouraging backyard gardeners to sell at the farmers market.
Absolutely.
We invite more produce vendors to the farmers market, and I say that too. There's enough love to go around, and we want new vendors all the time.
Yeah, so, I know that was a big part of Mr. Hanslick's and them deals there. I think your son was real big into it up at Bryan College Station. So, you know, the farmers market has got a web all over the state. And so it's been a huge hit.
I told Keith Hanslick that he was the inspiration. If you go to the farmers market, I don't have any signage at my booth because when I started, I saw Hanslick Farms there, and he just brings his trailer up, and he doesn't have any signage. And I told him, I give credit to him. I said, I want to be so good that I don't need signage.
Yeah.
People know where to go, and I've held to that, and he does too. So
that's great.
It's nice to have us both there.
That is very cool.
That's a good family. I've got round zucchini here. I've got patty pan squash here. I grow a lot of dill, honestly, for the flowers, for the pollinators. I find that this back here, this is from Midcoast Floral and Landscape. Highly recommend looking them up. This is a sage plant called Mystic Spire. It is the #1 pollinator plant I have.
Really?
Absolutely. I make sure that I have this in all 3 gardens. And
on top of that, they're pretty.
Absolutely. And that's honestly the only pollinator plant I plant besides marigolds for pest control and herbs that flower.
Well, you know, everything needs to be pollinated.
It does. It really does.
It's going to produce.
I've got this is volunteer Swiss chard coming up through here, and it's kind of funny. You can see these pathways that I have, but as you grow the squash, it kind of becomes its own little.
They take over.
It truly does.
Where's your bee box at?
I don't have bees out here, or I don't have a bee box yet. And
it's coming.
It's coming. It's on the way. I'm friends with Adopt-A-Hive, and I know that they do that. And
that's a good outfit there too.
It really is. I work with them weekly, and it's just a matter of time before I do that. And as I say, one season at a time. And so that's probably coming in the fall.
That's cool.
So that is almost the entirety of the gardens. I've got some fig trees over there, and I plan on planting more. And all I want to do is continue expanding that fence back so I can continue planting. And
you raise your own beef?
I do not. I raise and sell cattle, but I do not butcher my own.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet. Again, one season at a time.
Yeah.
So.
But it's a very interesting thought process for anybody to be able to go in there, and it's so available and it's so ready to do. It just takes a little work. You got to get out there,
right.
But it's very rewarding.
You know, and I will say that this is credit to Henneke Farms and Gary Henneke and Shirley Henneke. a couple years ago, I said, I want to know how to do everything on the farm. You know, I want to homestead eventually.
Yeah.
And so he taught me how to harvest chickens and turkeys. And now this will be my 3rd year this November, where I help him harvest about 50 turkeys.
Yeah.
And so he's taught me that entire process.
Oh, I tell you one thing, when you go out there, them folks do it all.
They do absolutely everything. Goats,
and do a good
pigs.
job at it.
I worked for him last week, and anytime I can spend time around Mr. Henneke, I know that I'm learning. And,
Absolutely.
And that's all we want, week to week, is to learn something new on the farm.
Absolutely. It's very good, but you know, I think if anybody that watches this comes out with the notion or just knowing that you don't have to have a big place.
No.
You just have to have something fairly small. Get out there, get some dirt underneath your fingernails, get out there, play around in the dirt a little bit, because I can tell you one thing, it will pay off large rewards.
It will. You know, every Wednesday and every Saturday, I have someone coming up to my booth saying, everything I plant dies. And I say, no, just keep planting. Just keep planting. Container gardening. And that's one thing I like to emphasize to people is that, look, we're there as a resource to help you garden.
Yeah.
We have seeds. I can recommend compost. I can recommend fertilizers. And truly, if you can just have a container on your patio, you can grow herbs. And just learning that first step, and you see something grow, I guarantee you're going to want to plant more.
That's the key. Once you get started, and once it starts working, and once you start seeing it grow, and once you start harvesting what you grew, you're going to be extending that fence. And you're going to be extending that fence.
That's right.
One season at a time.
That's right.
Huh? And all of a sudden you'll be on your 13th season and be extending that fence, getting bigger.
I remember when I first started, I started working for Colodzi Farms out of Mission Valley. And John Rui is who taught me a lot of what I know. And I remember he was in his 4th year doing it, I believe, at the time. And next year will be my 4th year. And it's amazing how, the other thing is, to live through each season, you get an appreciation for how time passes, an appreciation for how things grow. And honestly, it's benefited my life just living by the seasons. And I think it's a farmer's way.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
And it's truly a way to live and live in a healthy way.
It's in the almanac.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly right.
Maybe you know someone that should be highlighted on our program. Let us know. Submit your story ideas to crossroadstoday.com/ag.
You got anything else you want to tell anybody?
I just want to let people know that we're there for you every Wednesday and every Saturday from 9 a.m. to noon during summer hours. If you have any questions about how to grow a garden, please send them my way. We're happy to help, and we're always happy to provide you pesticide-free produce.
Well, you know, and that's the thing. It's kind of once you get in that circle and you start mingling in that circle of people, everybody helps. Everybody's helpful. There's nobody's like, no, I ain't gonna tell you how to do this. Everybody wants to see you do good.
They really do, and I've also said too, I always say that the problems of our future will be handled locally. And so to establish those relationships with local growers, strengthening our food system is the number one thing we can be participating in.
Absolutely.
As far as I'm concerned.
And it can be done because we got the country to do it.
That's correct.
Mr. Ward, it's been a pleasure sitting out here looking at what all you've done, man. You made a lot of headway in 12 planting seasons.
Well, I appreciate it, Joe, and you're welcome here anytime.
Well, I will be back, especially to pick some of them serranos.
They're all yours.
I appreciate that very much. Folks, I hope y'all enjoyed this edition with old Mr. Ward White out here. Y'all get out here, and I bet you they could call you. Come out here if you want to kind of take a look at things. I bet you'd show them.
I invite anyone who wants to come out here, and I'll give a tour happily.
That would be wonderful. And if you don't catch him out here, meet him up there at the Farmer's Market. And where is the Farmer's Market located at?
It's on Navarro at Patty Dotson Center.
And on Wednesdays, y'all are?
On Wednesdays, we're there 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And on Saturdays, we're there from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. until September, when we extend the hours to 1 p.m.
There you go. Y'all get out there and shake hands with Ward White. meet a lot of neat folks, get a lot of fresh produce, and don't forget, you can do this at your place. You can do it at your house. Teach a kid to farm. Folks, y'all do remember one thing, our great country is fixing to be 250 years old in about a month. Don't that just kind of make you feel good?
It does. It does. I mean, our founding fathers really extolled the virtues of agriculture since day one.
Absolutely.
And that's what we're doing here.
That's exactly right. We'll see y'all next time on Let's Grow Texas Ag.
You've been watching Let's Grow Texas Ag, sponsored by Scherer Kubota, Trust Texas Bank, and Weber Motor Company.